Let's toss it over to Jared Blikre, who is standing by with the charts for the very latest. What are you watching today, Jared?
It's really about the mega caps today, and you were just going over the sector leaders. All three of these are representing those mega caps. Consumer discretionary, XLY, that is the biggest leader today, up almost 1.5%, and that contains Amazon. Amazon up about 3% there, and we can see pretty close to its session highs. Also taking a look at Alphabet, that's up over 1%, Tesla up over 2%, Nvidia up over 2%, and AMD up over 3%. So we are seeing some outperformance by a lot of the growth names and also by some of the names that have been beaten down this year. So the bond market is looking pretty interesting. You were going over some of the moves in the 10-year. We are seeing a lot of these tenors move to the upside. Here's a 5-year up 7 basis points, and here's the 10-year up 6 basis points. But as we've been talking about, when we have the yield curve going higher, usually it's the value and cyclical stocks that do well. Not the case today. So we're going to go back to our heat maps and chart the day's movements. Let's take a look at the Dow here. We're seeing kind of a mixed picture. We took care of Apple and Microsoft. Those are those tech names. Nike up nearly 2%. So is Disney. That's up 2%. American Express up 1%. So the reopening trade actually doing pretty well today. And to see that, we're going to take a look at our travel heat map. And we're seeing some really outperformance here by American Airlines, United. They're up more than 1%, almost 1.5%. Hilton up over 2%, and Airbnb up 2% as well. The star here, though, is Avis Budget Group. That stock is up about 6.5% ahead of its earnings. That's going to be released this week. You can see over the trailing year, up 331%. So this former meme stock, also one of the transports, we'll have to see what comes of it this earnings season. Also taking a look at Bitcoin here, we're going to go back to this heat map, and I believe, there we do. We can see Bitcoin up about 0.75%, still in a minor short-term uptrend. This is a 1-year look, but I'm going to dial this back to a year-to-date look, and you can see the price action recently. We have a series of higher highs and potentially higher lows, but we have to see how this resolves itself. Just looking incrementally bullish here after touching 32,000, you could consider that a test of that high, or excuse me, of that low that it hit way back here, 28,000, 30,000. So have to see how this develops, but having the very beginning of some bullish price action in Bitcoin.
Okay, Jared Blikre, and looking very snazzy in that jacket. We'll see you back in just a little